Good evening, sir, and my classmates. Our group will give a presentation about 8 basic robot programming or programming languages this evening. To begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Regee Cajes, and I will be accompanied by Jasper Seno, Earl Tunacap, Laurence Pongcol, and Charles Aranez. Robot programming refers to the process of developing a control scheme for how a machine interacts with its environment and achieve its goals. It usually requires a basic knowledge of mathematics and programming language. From over 1,500 programming languages in the world, only 10 are popular in the fields of robotics. These include Pascal, Scratch, Industrial Robot Language, Lisp, and Prolog. There's also C and C++, Python, Java, Matlab, and HDL. In the next reporter, they will each break down 8 basic robotic programming languages in order of usefulness.
Pascal is a basic language, literally based on the language BASIC, designed to encourage good programming practices. That's because it uses structured programming and data structuring. This programming language is also the basis for several of the industrial robot languages. For this reason, it's an excellent starting point for individuals looking to program industrial robots. Below is the example codes of this language. Scratch is extremely popular among budding roboticists, and for good reasons. The visual programming language essentially involves dragging and connecting blocks. As a result, it's ideal for new programmers, users between ages 8 and 16. Furthermore, Scratch is the language of choice in most robotics clubs and school technology classes. Most experienced roboticists are unlikely to write any industrial robots in Scratch. However, the language provides a useful way for beginners to get into robotics. Below is the sample connecting blocks of how this language works.
Lisp and Prolog. The field of artificial intelligence has become more popular recently. As a result, various AI programming languages are now enjoying more attention than ever before. Lisp and Prolog are two of such languages. Lisp is one of the earliest programming languages. Such as result, it pioneered many ideas in computer science, such as automatic storage management, conditionals, recursion, and higher order functions. Meanwhile, Prolog was one of the first logic programming languages. Besides proving useful for natural languages processing, Prolog is also used for theorem proving, expert system, and automated planning. Below are the sample codes of these two languages. HDL. Engineers who created low-level electronics for robots use hardware description languages to describe their prototypes. Thanks to HDL, programmers can quickly describe a circuit using words and symbols. Development software can then convert the textual description into configuration data for implement. The most popular hardware description languages are Verilog and VHDL, and they're widely used to program field programmable gate arrays, or the FPGAs. Below is sample codes of this language.
Matlab. Robotics engineers rely on Matlab for analyzing data and developing control systems. Aside from data processing, some university courses also use this programming language for research purposes. However, robotics engineers use Matlab and Simulink to design for various purposes. These include tuning algorithms, model real-world systems, and generating codes automatically. Below is the sample of code of this language. Java. Java is a class-based, object-oriented, general-purpose programming language. It is designed to let application developers write once and run anywhere. In other words, Java code can run on any platform that supports Java without the need of recompilation. As such, it becomes possible to use the same code on different machines. Java is quite useful in some aspects of robotics. For example, it's one of the core language in modern ALs such as AlphaGo and IBM's Watson. And below, you can see the sample code of Java programming.
Python is one of the most popular programming languages thanks to the fast-growing machine learning field. In fact, the IAS Spectrum described it as a top programming language in 2019. The significant advantage of this programming language is its ease of use with Python. Thanks that to take time in programming, such as defining and casting variable types, becomes unnecessary. Python is useful in robotics because it's one of the main programming languages in ROLs besides C++, yet it could become even more popular as more robotic-friendly electronics support that language by default. Below you can see the sample code of programming language. C and C++ is the number one programming language in robotics, and also obvious the reason several hardware libraries in robotics use either C or C++. Besides, these libraries allow interaction with lower hardware, and they also support real-time performance. Today, C++ is arguably more useful in robotics than C. However, the latter remains one of the most energy-efficient programming languages available. However, robotics relies heavily on real-time performance. As a result, C and C++ are the closest things to a standard language for programming robots. Below you can see their respective samples codes, and as you can see they are hard to do and it requires more lines of code.
And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from our presentation. God bless us, everyone.